pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Welcome. We are going to start out with public comment. So just go up and if you have public comment, and please list your name and your address. And if you're raising your hand, John, if someone raises their hand, let me know. Anybody? Okay. Board comments.
I've got one that the board has asked me to note, and that is that the township wants to recognize the efforts of Provco, which is the builder of the Wawa on Route 611, to complete the project and have its dedication ready for consideration for the Supervisors meeting next month. What has been accomplished is a list too long to recite here. Dan, you can certainly recite it if you want to, but I suspect not. But we anticipate by next month that the few items that are outstanding that Dan set forth in an email today will certainly be completed. And Kurt Schroeder is here, who we've been talking to about today. So I think the board just wants to recognize the effort that's been made to get this to the point where it's ready to be dedicated. And it should all be on the board's agenda for consideration at the next meeting in July.
And I'll just say that this property, along with the property that we spoke about earlier in the work session, they both began and then COVID hit. And that was a real challenge. I mean, Kurt, I remember just your light post out front took like 8 months to get. So, yep. Understand.
Kurt, did you have anything you wanted to say?
No, I'll just real quick take a minute. I mean, just want to thank, Dan's been great. He's been really communicative with us to help us get through it. It's been a lot of work. It hasn't been easy, but I think we're in a great spot, and I'm happy to hear that, I think we're ready for getting the maintenance bonds in and moving the dedication. It's a long time coming for this road, to connect the road. Took a little of adjustment for people to get used to, but I think it's been working out pretty well, and I think the property looks good.
Excellent. I agree. And thanks for all your efforts the last couple months to get it to where it is now. John, did you have any other board comments?
No, other than tomorrow's Buckingham Day. So
correct.
If anybody wants to stop out at the park, we're going to have fire trucks and hot dogs.
And cotton candy.
And cotton candy, which I'm going to move to now. And I'm okay with public comment. And that's part of the board announcements, which is tomorrow. Buckingham Township's Free Family Fun. Well, I'll start out with the Free Family Fun concert series. Is held every Thursday through August 15th, 2024, except on July 3rd. Okay, at Hansel Park, with a rain location at Buckingham Springs Clubhouse, which you should all be familiar with. And so they're always great concerts. And thanks to MJ for helping set those up. Tomorrow, please join us for Day in the Park, also known as Buckingham Day, on Thursday, June 27th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the new Holocon Park Pavilion. And it's always a great time. My kids have a great time. The staff does a great job. Thank you. And we get a lot of people that come. So I don't expect tomorrow to be any different. Next, a consideration of approving the Buckingham I make a motion. We approve the Buckingham Water Company generator upgrade project BT 22-01, change order number 3, increasing the contract by $2,800 to a new contract total of $788,170. And again, as we always say, the first part of these things, that this doesn't have to do with tax dollars. This has to do with people like myself that pay into as a customer of the water / or sewer system. So we're not talking about tax dollars. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I make a motion we approve payment request number 12 to GS Developers for work completed on the water company generator upgrades, contract BT 22-01 in the amount of $77,970. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 3C, I make a motion, we approve payment request number 16, final payment to GS Developers for work completed on the Cold Spring wastewater system upgrades, electrical contract BT-21-05 in the amount of $8,520. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
3D, I make a motion, we approve the payroll dated May 23rd, 2024, June 6th, 2024, and June 20th, 2024, and the bill list for the meeting of June 26th, 2024, in the amount of $2,349,133.57. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 4, make a motion, we approve draft supervisor minutes from May 15th, 2024 work session and the May 15th, 2024 regular business meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 5, I make a motion, we accept. Give me one second. Yeah, okay, thank you. I make a motion, we accept the inclusion in the township records, various departmental minutes and advisory body minutes for building and zoning monthly stats of May 2024, the safety committee for April and May of 2024, and the environmental advisory committee for May 2024. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I make a motion.
Well, I probably want to make a presentation.
Oh, let me just see something. Oh, okay. Perfect.
McIntyre.
Yep.
Hello. I know.
When you're
Dan almost had a conniption fit. I was just going
You were
down
helping
the
her
road.
keeping going, yeah.
I was just going down the road.
My name is John Genovese. I work for Tri-State Engineers and Land Surveyors. We're in Feasterville on Street Road. With me is Mr. McIntyre and Cody Spadacino, also from our office.
Perfect. Can I make a tiny request, not to interrupt you? Just to make sure people in the audience, if they want to see it, and they can move up to the seats if you want to see it, can you just tilt that a little bit more parallel?
Rotate it.
Just a little more parallel for the audience.
Okay.
Thank you. Right there. It's good. John, you good with that? Yep. Okay.
The project is for a lot line change between Mr. McIntyre and Mr. Dunn. In this plan, which is an aerial of the site, Lower Mountain Road is on the bottom of the plan. And so the Dunn property is this larger piece on the right, and the longer, thinner piece is the McIntyre property. And the parcel or amount of land, which is just 3 acres, to be transferred from Mr. Dunn to Mr. McIntyre is this rectangular piece sort of to the front and between the two. The existing lot line runs along this line and separates the two, so then this part of the lot line would be extinguished. The existing acreage of Mr. McIntyre's parcel is 12.71 acres. That would increase to 15.65 acres if the project was approved. And Mr. Dunn's property would be reduced from 36.75 acres to to 33.61 acres. The reason for the transfer is that the parcel to be transferred would be used as pasture for Mr. McIntyre's steer. There would be no improvements for the site. There would be some dead tree removal and some clearing. And we've met with your landscape architect a couple of times, and she's reviewed the latest set of plans, and we have a letter from her that indicates that we've met with her concerns. We have a letter from your township engineer, and all of the items in that letter would be, will comply. There are several waivers that we've requested that your engineer supports. There are a couple saldo ordinance requirements that are being deferred, and they're related to stormwater management and an E&S plan. And because we're having, we're doing no improvements, those requirements would be deferred, and that's acceptable to us. And that's
Dan, anything on the waivers?
No, it's, they've gotten through the plans and addressed pretty much everything. We have some handful of minor stuff, but the waivers were all supportive ones. This is kind of a little different than your normal subdivision where you're subdividing for a new house. We're just transferring land from one owner to the other. We're a two-stage process, so we didn't want to waive stormwater and E&S because if there's ever an improvement on the property, we want to make sure we still have the ability to, provide for that.
Well, the stormwater ordinance, if they come in for a building permit, it's going to apply.
Correct, yes, but it's just, we didn't want to put a plan, stormwater's waived for this property and then have that argument down the road when a building permit came in for something new. So we've done that for all projects that have no proposed improvements, so.
Okay, and I think the Bucks County Planning Commission, didn't you say something about this too? Didn't I see you had a letter on it?
Yes, we issued a review letter, and their only comment was about the proposed use. I think when it was originally submitted to us, it was just indicated that the transfer of land was for steer, and so we just questioned how many steer and what the actual principal use was, single-family detached, or whether it was actually agriculture. But when we had the planning commission meeting, it was indicated that there's only a handful of steer, and the principal use is single-family detached, and so they are showing that that is the principal use and those requirements on the plan. So we don't have any comments beyond that.
Okay.
And Rich has gone through the plan as well and confirmed what their application shows is what is appropriate for the site.
I'm not sure how you can have a handful of steer, but that's.
I think it's cool to have steer in Buckingham.
Yep, absolutely.
Very cool. John, did you have any questions or anything?
Nope. Looks good to me.
Thanks for a concise presentation. Did anybody else have any questions or anything?
Carol.
Carol?
Well, I don't have any questions, but I just want to say that I have been out to the site with Cody, and we walked when the first plane came in to see the wooded area. There was unfortunately a pretty sizable area of dead ash trees, which of course
We all have them.
we all have them these days.
I did.
And there are a couple of large caliber trees which they'll be protecting. So any of the comments I had in my initial letter, they've addressed with the second submission, including probably some decorative fencing, maybe something like split rail fence to protect the tree trunks from the cattle going up and nibbling on the bark or anything like that. So it's a lovely property, and I can just kind of see the cattle grazing out there before too much longer. But I had no issues really. I think we've worked out everything about the wooded area and what needs to come out and what remains and so on.
Thanks, Carol. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone.
So as I understand it, the night engineering letter is all will comply and the waivers are all granted, and other than that, that's really all we have.
You have no comments, right? Your letter was.
Yeah, she just,
Yeah.
Carol
No,
just
just
said she.
that's what I'm
Hers
saying, her
was
letter
all
is
items
clear
been
and all
addressed.
items.
Yeah.
Hey, as I'm making the motion, interrupt me if I have to add something.
No, I think I just sort of set it out for you.
Perfect. Make a motion, we approve preliminary final approval of the McIntyre project, minor subdivision, plan dated November 20th, 2023, Township File SA 2024-1, 2 lots, 3 acres, to be conveyed from tax map parcel 6-17-30 to tax map parcel, tongue twister, 6-17-29, located in the AG1 zoning district with a 90-day review period, expiration date of July 2nd, 2024. Is that correct? 24?
Yeah, but what you want to do is move to approve it subject to compliance with the comments in Knight Engineering's most recent review letter, and further subject to the grant of all the requested waivers in the waiver request letter that was submitted. And if you want dates on all those,
Yeah.
The waiver request letter is dated May 22nd, 2024. And the Knight Engineering Review Letter is dated June 21st, 2024.
And we should note that the plan was revised May 17th, 2024. The latest plan is what
As
we're
last
approving.
revised, yeah, and submitted to the township here.
Lori, what he said. I know you.
Okay.
Okay. And do I have a second?
Second.
Any comments? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Stop over for a steak and a beer one time.
Yeah.
Don't say that, they will.
But only one, because that's all I can handle. Trust me.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you. Okay, number 7. Make a motion, we accept the Roadmaster's recommendations to award the 2024-25 fuel bid through the Bucks County Consortium to Riggins, Inc. of Vineland, New Jersey for unleaded regular gas, even though it says gas, leaded gas on road ultra low sulfur diesel fuel, and to Colonial Oil Industries, Inc. for number 2 heating oil. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Nope. All in favor? Any questions? Aye.
Aye.
Number 8, make a motion we approve the escrow release number 1 for the Daniel and Lisa Henry 5388 Lower Mountain Road stormwater facility contract, tax map parcel 06-021-027 in the amount of $16,042.93. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I'm gonna combine these two since, wait a
The
minute.
two requests, I know I
Yeah.
have a resolution
That's
in the
okay.
middle. but
I'm
you
gonna
can do the two
combine the 2 resolutions for sign fees. So I'm gonna make a motion. We approve the requests submitted by 2 parties. One being Anthony Montalino on behalf of Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish to waive the $50 temporary sign fee set forth by resolution 2618 for signs and advertising a rummage sale on July 31st and August 1st through the 3rd, 2024, with proceeds to benefit local charities. And also, we waive the $50. Give me a second, I lost my place. Requested by Dan Gray on behalf of the 34 for Matt Foundation to waive the $50 Park Pavilion usage fee set forth again by resolution number 2618 for the use of Holocron Park Pavilion for a fundraiser to be held on August 11th, 2024. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, and as usual, we always say for usually all charities, we waive the $50 fee. Any discussion? All in favor?
No questions? All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Okay, I believe that's it. Any manager's items? Dan?
Then
And,
we
Oh,
have
I'm sorry.
one
I
last
skipped
one.
that
The
one.
The one in the
The
middle.
one in the middle. Okay,
The one in the middle.
make a motion. We approve resolution number 2624, PennDOT application for traffic signal approval for renovations
Revision.
to
Yeah.
the existing traffic signals at Lower Mountain Road, Penn's Market, access and Lower Mountain Road.
Lower York.
I'm sorry, you're right. Lower York Road / Street Road. And this is for timing modifications and the installation of a no turn on red. So remember that next time you're out there. No, it's going to be no turn on red signs. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
And this is for Penn's Purchase
Penn's
2, which was
Purchase.
in our work session
Yeah.
earlier.
Penn's Purchase 2. Okay. All in favor?
No questions. All in favor.
Aye. Anything else, Dana?
No.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion. We conclude the June 26, 2024 regular business meeting for Buckingham Township. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all for coming. Really appreciate it.